Alright, so now we've got our instruments from the room. We're going to package them and get them ready to go in here. So first thing you do is you're going to set everything down, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to get these yellow utility gloves. Because we're working with sharp instruments and you're going to be sterilizing them, you have to make sure that you have everything puncture resistant as much as possible. And they're just going to go right over your other gloves. It gives you an extra layer of protection. It's going to feel a little bulky at first, but you get used to it. So you're going to take your cassette first over to the dishwasher, and you're just going to open this door. These big ones can only fit on the bottom. And you're going to just slide it in that little slot. Now on the top rack here, we like to just stick these medium-sized ones, because if you stick the small cassettes on them, they actually will tip and cause this seal to get broken. So we stick those on the bottom as well and just stick this in the top. All of our loose instruments go in here in this back basket. We just want to make sure that these sorts of things are open and not closed, because it won't clean out. These also, instead of having them all closed up, you want to make sure they're open so it has ability to clean inside of it. You're next going to go and you're going to unlock your locking top here, set it off to the side. All these loose instruments you're just going to take and you're going to put inside the dishwasher. Now this type of a tool, I guess you'd call it here, you're going to just open it barely, just enough to give a little gap, but not enough to cause this spring to wear down faster. Same for this. I'm going to pop these into this. Now if you notice that this back basket is getting full, you're going to open this little one and just stick them in this one. That's totally fine. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab a wipe. Make sure you close it. And then these hold our bite tape. These have a lot of little grooves inside of them. And you can see how red that is from the bite tape. You're just going to hold these open, and then you're going to use this wipe to clean inside of it. And it comes off pretty easy. I just kind of make this shape with my fingers. And you can see it comes off pretty quick and easy. And you just make sure you've got as much off as you possibly can, like that, and then now they're nice and clean inside. And these are just going to go in that basket as well. Okay, so next you're going to deal with the burrs and these little clamps. So my gloves up here, you're going to grab a tea bag and you're just going to slide these inside this tea bag. Take all of these burrs off, and this is another reason why we wear these gloves, because these burrs are really sharp and can easily poke you. And you're going to close this, and this tea bag is just going to go right into this ultrasonic, and you're going to close it all the way, because if not, this will spray out, kind of like the saliva we read video, and get everywhere. And then you just turn it onto the 10. You don't need it super long, you just need it enough to get the instruments clean. Stop that for now. Next, we're going to process our hand pieces and this little burr block. I like to wipe mine down a little bit, get off any debris. Same goes for these hand pieces. Make sure there's no tooth debris on them. A lot of the times it will build up kind of right in this area here. Make sure there's no blood on them. Have them nice and clean, just like that. So now you're going to take all of this over here, because we're all done with this now. So this little burr block can just go right off to the side. It'll get processed later. This, you're going to grab these little half circles on each side and pull towards you. And then this slides. These long ones can either go on this one until you hear the click, or on this one until you hear the click. You have to hear that click, otherwise it'll shoot off when it goes to process. These ones, these little fat ones, only go on this black one. And then you're going to click, and you'll hear a couple of clicks. And so I'll do that again until you can hear it. Just like that. And then I have another one of those, but it won't fit on those. So we're going to close this gently with both hands. And then there's a little green start button right here. And you're just going to push that. And it'll go through the cycle of cleaning and then airing out all your hand pieces. Now this little one is it going to go in this other handpiece cleaner. This one you just go straight up until you can't pull it off anymore. And then you're going to close the door. There's a little button right here on the back. You're just going to push that down. It's going to do all the work for you. And you're going to go back over here and we're going to clean this dry shield out. So these, it's kind of like dishes. You want to rinse it all out before you put it in the washer. Because you can see there's a whole bunch of tooth debris and filling material inside of this. And it's going to be really hard for this ultrasonic to get it out. So we're going to turn on some warm water. And we're just going to kind of start rinsing. And then you're going to fold up these flaps and get your finger up inside of it, under the water, cleaning out every little nook and cranny before we put it in to the cleaner. You're also going to want to run some water through this. As you can see, it goes all the way through the device, helping to clean extra. Now, a lot of the times we put a little bit of Vaseline on the inside of these so that it comes on and off the suction in the room better. So you're also going to want to take your finger and just clean inside of this. Make sure you're getting all of that Vaseline out of there. And if it feels like there's still a little bit more in there, you can even grab a little of this hand soap right here, rub it around on your finger, and it'll get it right off for you. You're just going to rinse all that off. If you do use the soap, just make sure you get out any of the residue. And you just kind of shake it off way down here. And then it's ready to get cleaned. You can see that all the stuff is gone out of it now. And we don't have to worry about tooth debris. So we're going to grab a baggie out of this second drawer. And this is all dirty, so you don't have to worry about keeping it clean. Get a baggie. There we go. And you're going to slide this inside at an angle. Just like that. And then in this little cupboard, again, this is all the dirty cupboard, so you don't have to worry. You're going to grab this right here. It's just a tartar stain remover. And you're just going to stick a little bit of this in the bag with this device. Just kind of keeps any stain from being on it. So just like that, nothing crazy. Put that back, close this door. Make sure that goes down in there. And you're going to kind of seal it off, try to get the air out of it, because it'll make the water go up in there. And then again, you take it, put it in the ultrasonic, close it, turn it on for 10 seconds. And then all you have to do is wipe your tray down. Make sure that you spray it down first. Same for the locking tray cover. And I like to flip this over a little bit and make sure I'm spraying in these little grooves, because these guys are what move up and down. So you want to make sure everything's getting cleaned. And then usually what I do at this point is I want to have one dirty hand and one clean hand like we did in the room. So I'm going to take off this one utility glove and this one glove over here. Again, not touching my scrubs. You're going to have your wipe. Okay, and you're going to wipe this down. Again, we want to make sure it's nice and saturated, not just wet. It needs to be saturated for that full 3 minutes. So you wipe all the way around, you wipe this ledge. And then what you can do is now you've got a clean ledge right here. So you're just going to grab this ledge with your hands, and then you're going to wipe the back side of this tray as well. Nice and easy. And then you're just going to set it on this clean side. You'll come back for it. You're going to do the same thing with the lid. And then you're going to start cleaning all these little nooks and crannies. Move this little handle up and down a couple times, because that will help it get clean. And you try not to touch the wipe itself with your ungloved hand, just because of the chemicals. And then again, just pinch that tiny little spot, and you're going to clean this whole side. And then you're just going to sit this right on top. And you're all done. That's how you process.